The boy maliciously reminded Jessica that she had dropped something on the floor. Jessica looked down and discovered a vivid red stain beneath her chair. The entire class erupted in jeers. She felt so wronged, she nearly burst into tears. While the boy made an extremely vulgar gesture, Jessica forced herself to stay calm, covering her back with her hands. As she trembled her way out of the classroom, she finally broke down in the bathroom, hiding alone in a stall, overwhelmed by humiliation. Fortunately, a classmate soon knocked on the stall door, whispering comforting words. "I've been teased like that too," and bluntly adding, "That guy's a jerk." The classmate even thoughtfully brought her a spare pair of pants. After changing, Jessica walked into the cafeteria, only to feel unfriendly stares all around. Clearly, that boy named Dick had spread the incident far and wide in no time. He was now looking at Jessica with contempt, his eyes appraising her like she was trash. But several other girls, considered odd by others, showed Jessica unusual warmth. They quickly became her friends. One day in class, Jessica suddenly heard what sounded like someone calling her name. When the teacher asked who she was talking to, Jessica mistakenly thought it was directed at her. Thinking it was just her imagination, she dismissed it, only to hear the voice clearly again, urging her to the restroom. This time she knew it wasn't an illusion. So driven by curiosity, she rose from her seat. Unexpectedly, Dick deliberately tripped her, but she scrambled to her feet and headed for the door. Her friends seemed equally excited. They told Jessica they were witches, and since Jessica could hear their telepathic thoughts, it meant she was one of them too. They invited Jessica to join them, and she readily agreed. To test their magical abilities, the four witches went to a small grove, where they drew an ancient magic circle on the ground, sprinkling chalk dust around its perimeter. They sat in a circle at its center, and as they chanted their incantation, the surrounding space seemed to freeze. Jessica opened her eyes, staring in astonishment at the spectacle, while the other three were equally amazed by the phenomenon. With Jessica's inclusion, their dormant magical power was finally fully awakened. Now, they could finally strike back against the school bullies. And their first target for revenge was that despicable Dick. The girls quietly slipped into the boys' dormitory, where they unexpectedly discovered used condoms. Their excitement grew. Lisa collected the fluid into a container, adding other ingredients. After shaking it vigorously and chanting the spell, they intended to transform Dick into a girl. But just then, Dick suddenly returned to the dorm.